guys, Sean from Lions Den Trading. Just going to be going over the week, November 12th to the 16th. I took two trades this week, both winners. Going to be going over the two trades, then probably pick a trade that I really wish I'd taken or liked. So let's just break down this square on Tuesday I took, the 13th. I completely missed this day. I forgot what I was really doing or thinking, but it just sold off way too quick and never gave a bounce like I was expecting it to. I would usually like to see a bounce anywhere lower high to red to green, so that never happened. But on the 12th, whoops. Yeah, that's the 12th. On the 13th is where I traded it short. So this opening spike, missed it. Just never, it's not my pattern, so never got in on this over under here. I very well could have, risking 71.30 pre-market highs. This spike 3 minutes, so on some decent volume, but I tend to stay away from the opening anywhere from usually 10 to 15 minutes. And I got short right in here. Let's see. So I shorted square on this bounce. I waited for this to over under and it closed beneath it, so that was already showing some great signs. Forgot what the market did. Definitely wasn't worried about it, since this is one of my favorite patterns. A lower high right off of the open and over under, so I got short right in here, 69.89. So definitely not a top tick, but I was risking 70 30 ish, risking right above this. And so it was a very quick mover, so I got out of it relatively early. A minute later, sold. Well, I bought for 39 cents at 69.50, and another third at 69.13. So somewhere right in here, and then I only have a third of my position left, so I took off half of that third, so 1/6. What was it? 68.87. Just because I do remember now the market during this day was right at the low of day. This is right at the low of day on this intraday level. So I wanted to just take off a little bit more just in case it reversed on me, which it did. And as soon as I only had 1/6 of my position left, I moved my stop down right to the over under of 70-ish, because I was thinking if it's gonna reverse, then it would definitely just keep on going and keep squeezing. I got a picture I'll put up of my actual thoughts during that time, and I said that if the chances are it goes from 69 to 70 in that short a time, it'll squeeze, which it did. So I definitely saved myself from getting squeezed $2.50. So, or $1.50, whatever. But that was that trade on Tuesday. I again didn't touch it this day. This day I'm going to go over this trade afterwards, but the one trade I did take was today on Friday. So this is where I used Netflix and the triple Qs as a guide. So Netflix, I'll first start off. So it spiked up here, and then by 10 o'clock, it already started its collapse again, and the triple Qs were still a little strong, so I didn't yet short it. It was still definitely waiting, because 10 o'clock is right around here, so it's still at the high of the day. But I like to use Netflix as a guide. In order to, I just started doing this recently, and on Thinkorswim, you can add a study, compare it with, and compare it with any symbol you want. And I would definitely recommend at least getting a feel for two tickers that can be used together. So just as a reference, I like to use Square and Netflix. And when Netflix was collapsing, Square wasn't yet, and the triple Qs right here came right into this resistance on the 15-minute, and then started, I don't know, it just started moving slower. So right, let's see here, my entries were, well, my one entry, it was 72.97 at 10:42. So I definitely waited a pretty long time to get in short here, because if it wanted to, it could have just based up here. The 3-minute closed above 73 high a day. But then right after this red candle, that's when I fished my order out. And 72.97, I didn't get filled until this candle. So I definitely waited, risking, it was what, 3 cents, 73.23. I was risking over just high a day. And I also was liking it because of this resistance right here. So it didn't yet fully touch that, but you can never have anything work out perfectly. So with Netflix collapsing, triple Qs right here, I definitely used this candle on the volume, which was actually my conviction right here, because on this volume, even the 5-minute, I'll show you. The volume on this candle, definitely obviously an anomaly, and the high of this was 73.20, and the high of this candle was 73.20. So 2 candles back to back, 73.20 high, and then it collapsed underneath. Just fish your order here, and you have a great risk to reward trade. So you're risking 25, 30 cents if you don't get the best fill. And then my best cover was 72.07, and so yeah, it's a great risk to reward, 20 cents to make $1, so 4-1. Even though I scaled out a little too soon, I definitely like these plays more at the open, like anywhere from 9 to 10 o'clock when things start moving quick. But obviously, I definitely didn't do my best on this exit. Here, I'll pull up the chart. See, I'll bring the chart in here. So this is my chart. Like I said, got short in here and took off a third at 72.70. And on this, on the 3-minute, it doesn't really show it, but on the 5-minute, these two lower wicks, that started to scare me a little bit. So I definitely got shaken out, didn't listen to my plan, shaken out on my second, third position, which I was pretty pissed off about because it was definitely showing weakness. But like I said, in the heat of the moment, that definitely looks like a lower or a higher low. So just wanted to get a little more off. But as soon as that wasn't holding, I then took off another. So I'm down to 1/3 of my position. Took off half here at 72.34, and then I held. Should have held a lot longer, obviously, but let's see. I sold, or well, I bought my last position at 72.07, just because all this chop, it was already spiking up at above the close and above the 200 days. So I was really doing that, and I did this, which I shouldn't have done. Looked at the VWAP, and it was holding here, so that's what also made me sketch out a little bit up here, and pretty pissed I did that. So got to remember never to pull up VWAP when I'm in my position, because it's just not my it's not my pattern, it's not my plays, but I did it anyway and definitely fucked up big on that one. So this week it was definitely low stress week. I listened to my plan 100%, 2 winners. Well, let's just go over one more trade. Okay, so now I definitely remember this day. Looked back in Evernote and realized what the fuck I was looking at on this beautiful over under right into this resistance. And at this time, I was looking at Netflix. Netflix sold off here. I was jumping around in between options and whatnot, but never took the trade, so that was wasted opportunity. And this is the day 11:14 and 11:14, so this is what definitely made me start to watch Netflix and Square uh, as I could compare them as references. So at this point, this is already 9:45 and it's sold off already at low a day, kept selling off, closed down here, so that's already showing very weak on the 5 minute. So we'll see what 9:45 come to here. This is 9:45, still at the high of the day. So it's still green on the day. It opened high, but these over under on the volume, this is definitely a trade all day every day, but I don't know, I was out of it or something, but now I'm definitely not going to be missing this anymore, especially when Netflix starts its fall early. It's collapsed these wicks above it. Could have even taken this trade risking red to green and even on this 300. So I mean, hindsight, obviously 2020, perfect fucking trade here. Could have got out some on his volume, but anyway, on Square, this trade would have been the trade of the week. So the volume on the 5 minute, on the 3 minute, even here, definitely on this volume anomaly. I even got that circled. So yeah, on this collapse, you could have fished your order out anywhere. Probably would have came up and hit you, risking right up here 73.40, and definitely look to get out low a day on this daily. So definitely kicking myself for that one. So that's why I'm now looking at them as references, and that is the trades for the 12th to the 16th. Hope everyone did a little bit better than me, but 2 wins this week, so I can't complain on this, but I just gotta scale out a little bit better next time. All right, take care.